Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here. As the recording of this, it is Tuesday, May 21st, 2024. I have decided to take the short commute from Celebration over to Maitland, Florida, a place that I've been a couple times, mostly when passing through a suburb, if you will, of the greater Orlando, Florida area. But Maitland has a few quaint, cute, historical things of significance. One being a road that runs right around Lake Lily right here, which was the original old Dixie highway, which was the first thoroughfare northward up through Florida and then southward. There's not a whole heck of a lot of it left. There is an abandoned section that you can drive on way north of here, 100 miles north of here, 80, 90, give or take miles from where I'm at. But there's also a spot right over here that has turned into a walking trail. So I'm going to check that out first, and then also just see what downtown Maitland looks like. Have a Maitland day, and then maybe pop over towards other areas of the greater Orlando area. Join me. Good to have you here. Shall you? Corner of Lake Lily and South Maitland Ave. Kind of decided when I am home, I got a lot of travels coming up, but when I'm home I need to really start exploring some of these small communities. Not really, I mean, I do a lot of towns that are desolate, empty, forgotten, but I also need to hop over to some that are thriving, that aren't really paid much attention to unless you live in them, and this is one of them. Maitland, Florida. So somewhere along here is the original road, and I'm gonna guess, well, I probably shouldn't guess or assume, but you know what they say when you assume something. But somewhere along here is the original brick. This is not it. And I gotta find this original brick. And as the story goes, I was reading online, they paved over it, and then the city decided that they would remove the pavement and expose the original brick. So it's kind of neat they did that. Some of the brick pathways may be rough, uneven, slippery when wet. Lake Lily Park. Got some cypress knees right here. Usually when there are cypress trees, there are smaller versions. Below them there's a squirrel climbing around up there in that cypress tree. Cypress knees. Stepped on a stick. Cracked that stick. Okay, where the new brick meets the old brick. This is the original brick right here. Now it is a walking path, but you can see how the age is definitely starting to show here on the brick. Again, they paved over it, cement, and they removed it. Lake Lily Drive. This road was the first direct route from northern Florida to Maitland. Followed Maitland Avenue on the west side of Lake Lily, continued on was now U.S. Highway 192. During Second Seminole War, U.S. used this trail to connect the forts along its route. The road became part of the Dixie Highway, which opened in 1925 and ran from Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan to Miami. Holy cow, that's a long way. In 27, the road was joined to the Black Bear Trail at Lake Lily. Both names describe the road from this point south. Bricks were covered by asphalt in the 1960s, and in 1998 the asphalt was removed. But just imagine this road was built in 1915. You use your imagination a little bit. Picture people traversing, traveling. There are horse-drawn carriages going down this, later automobiles on this. Now that I said that out loud, yeah, I guess there would have been horse-drawn carriages on this, and automobiles, obviously automobiles. You just walk right on history here. And it's just amazing to me that I have never come out here and done this before. It's right in my own backyard, more or less. Passed by it many times, but never stopped. I also like the fact that they left it all rough, or brought back the roughness of it. There are signs as you walk along saying that it's going to be a rough ride if you're on a bike, pushing a carriage, pushing a stroller or a carriage. You could stroller or carriage, pool or pond. They're leaving the history, which I love. There's a museum up there. There's a crow going by. Oh, there's like a couple little museums over here. This is called the Waterhouse Resident Museum. It's a cool house. Like something out of Children of the Corn, but yeah. That is a cool freaking house. A couple other historical ones over there too. Right here along the water. I see a placard up there. Oh, look at that window right there. The shutters kind of open. Oh, this is a historical moment. A little leaf blowing on off the first little old Dixie highway through town. Meeting of the eras. The Waterhouse residence. Pioneer settler and carpenter William H. Waterhouse built this residence in freaking 1884. Started a new life in Maitland with his wife and 2 children. Step inside and tour this beautiful restored home, capturing a moment in time. Learn how William, Sarah, Charles, and Stella, middle-class family to the late Victorian period, settled in the new Florida frontier and shaped Maitland's history. Welcome to the Waterhouse family residence. Enjoy your visit. Sad trombone. Built in 1884, property has been placed on the National Register of Historic Places by the U.S. Department of the Interior back in 1983. See the stairwell there, I'm peeking through the front window. On the side door there. Shutter here. This kind of, you know, it kind of reminds me of the Christmas Story house. It's nothing like the Christmas Story house, but just the way the porch is. This Christmas Story house, you walk up, leg lamp in the front window, you walk up this, you go in this, but there's another door around the side. This is the only section that reminds me of the Christmas Story house in Cleveland. But yeah, I don't know why. I just turned this corner and it gave me flashbacks to that. A learning garden. Plants featured in the garden were a variety common found only in the Victorian era. For purposes such as flavoring dishes, candle making, and healing wounds. I hear a train. I hear a train crossing somewhere. Over that way somewhere. Oh, there it is, right there, look. See it through the trees. Carpentry Shop Museum. Historic workshop, built in 1883. This was Mr. Waterhouse's woodworking and construction business. He had a business going out of here. He helped build the town of Maitland both literally and figuratively as a well-respected carpenter in town. For 36 years, Carpentry Shop housed woodworking tools and continues to pass on tradition of craftsmanship through tours and hands-on programs. This was his work shed. And look at the roof up here, pretty awesome. Got the grass growing on the roof there. Well, more like plants growing out of the roof. You see something like this over at Epcot if you're in a World Showcase. Back at the Norway Pavilion, they have a little snack shop there where there's grass and foliage growing out of the roof. This This looks like a little bit newer building. This is a studio of some sort. Studios at Lake Lily. Studios at Lake Lily closed. Used to be used for creative endeavors inside there. No longer utilized, or at least currently not utilized. You know, obviously this was a long time ago, but just kind of try to put your brain back in time. This house was built in the mid-1880s, late 1880s. 30 years later, this is way before leaf blowers. The gentleman built the house, lived here with his family. He was here for 3 decades, give or take. And then all of a sudden, Old Dixie Highway, a highway comes through, not obstructing your view, because I'm sure it was very beautiful, but having travelers going from the north to south, south to north, after 3 decades of living here, rearing a family, creating some memories, seeing their own progress with the Old Dixie Highway coming right between his front yard and Lake Lily. You see it now and you just think, oh yeah, it's just two different, it's an old house, it's an old brick road. I always try to put myself in the scenario of the person here at that time, not thinking of the current state. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes my brain can wrap my head around it, and sometimes it kind of falls flat. But anyway, just putting that out there. And then it continues to go straight that way. It does not follow where the leaf blower guy is. It continues this way, the old brick, and connects what is now the paved road up there. And this turns into Black Bear Trail. This leaf blower. The Black Bear Trail, so named because it ran through the natural habitat of the black bear. It's cranking that thing. In April 1927, members of the association marked the new route through Maitland along what is now 1792. Oval background on both sides, telephone poles along the road. This road joined the Dixie Highway at Lake Lily, and both names describe this road from this point south. Black Bear Trail ran from Quebec, Canada to St. Pete in Miami. That is a long, long road. I don't know, this is just really fascinating to me. Pretty dang cool. These trees through here are beautiful. It's like overhanging trees. You're exiting out the original highway trail, merging of the Black Bear Trail and the Lake Lily Park sign right there. Old Dixie Highway. Beautiful spot, beautiful spot. More information here. Historic road around Lake Lily was first used as a Native American path. Became a military supply route. Fort Mellon, now Sanford, and Fort Gatlin, now Orlando. Fort Gatlin, now Orlando. Orlando used to be Fort Gatland. Fort Maitland, east of the park, is now Maitland. There was a resting stop on this route. The first grouted brick road in the state of Florida in 1916. The other one said 15, 16, so 1915, 16. Historic road has always been the center of activity in the area, from its original as a watering hole to use for laundering clothes during the 19th century. Notice St. John's Hole. This is St. John's Hole. Come down here, clean your clothes. This is way before washers and dryers. Today is used for recreation, history, education, and festivals. Enjoy your visit to historic Lake Lily Park. I am. There's a little gazebo over here, but then there's also this enclosed, fenced-off area called the gabion basket. A gabion basket. That is new to me. It's a U-shaped and made of multiple gabion baskets filled with lime rock. Also known as a rip-rap post-treatment system. A rip-rap post-treatment system. Structure typically extends on the lake from a shoreline, is built to elevated slightly above the water surface. Filters storm waters. Something you'd see out of it. Pennywise would crawl out of there. Final purpose of the system is a visible chamber wall promotes the curious to discover its purpose, fostering an environmental conscious mindset. Serve the lake for future generations to come. Looks like it's flooded out. Looks like it's might not be doing what it's supposed to be doing, or maybe it is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Yeah, I'm glad there's a photo because it looks nothing like it does in the photo. It looks like it's completely full of water. Maybe because of the rain the last few days. That's what it would look like if it was not filled with water, right there. Yep. Yeah, I can picture Pennywise crawling in and out of there. It could be, you know, you'd be over there looking across, looking into this, and all of a sudden he sticks his clown-like face out of there. Of course, he's submerged in water now, so he'd be drowning, but... Well, they all float down here. You'll float too. A really bad Pennywise impression. I see you down there, turtle. I see you, turtle. Camouflage, but I see you. Just hiding over there in the shade. I don't blame you. The sun gets hot out here. You're having a nice little perch there to relax on, turtle. Yep. Alright, I'll see you later, turtle. See you later. There's a lot of turtles in here. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of them. This is cool. Look at all these turtles. Hey, fellas. Hi. Oh, that wasp. Just going after that. Get away from that. Get away from that turtle, wasp. Get out of there. Get out of there, wasp. Maybe that was a dragonfly. I couldn't tell. Trying to make out with the turtle. Man, this is cool. They're just swimming around. Really clear view of turtles just swimming in the pond here. I know it seems like nothing much, but it's not something you see too often. Usually when you see turtles, they're like a little bit of algae on top of the water. You can't clearly see them like this. Look, hello there. I love it. Watch out for them wasps down there, turtle. There's a bunch of them. There's two here. A couple more over here. Look at this. Oh, there's a little baby one. A little baby. Oh my gosh, so cute. It's like an onslaught of freaking turtles. It's a turtle haven. It's made me really happy. Alright, I'm gonna get going, turtles. Have fun. It is a dragonfly. It is a dragonfly. Just came back by. Get out of here, dragonfly. Get out of here. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this. Look how many turtles there are in here. I mean, it's dozens of turtles. Dozens of them. They live under the dock here. An unexpected treat seeing you all. Unexpected treat, and I love it. Never have I seen anything quite like this. Never. Usually it's fish you'll see congregating like this, not turtles. Look at this little fella. Hello, squirrel. Adam the Woo's Wild Kingdom. There's a pigeon over here. Squirrel right here. I saw some turtles. Saw a fish. Beautiful. It's like an array of pigeons. All these pigeons. There's a gentleman back there sitting on the bench overlooking the water. Just looking at the pigeons, looking at the squirrel. Smoking a big stogie, a big cigar. Just having himself a day. Relaxing. That's the life right there. Smoking a stove, looking at the waterfront, and sitting in the shade. Talking to some pigeons. Pretty dang nice. I like that little park there. Alright, I ended up looking for a local coffee shop place, and I found a local coffee shop place. A place by the name of KOS Coffee. A little one packet of the, I don't call it real sugar, it's that granulated sugar. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. It's the, it's not like the regular white sugar, it's whatever. You kind of go to some of the new school coffee shop places, and I've noticed that some of the newer coffee places, the ones that you have to either say, I'm gonna go inside or outside. Yes, you want this to go? It's to go. I'll take the largest you got. It goes, we only have one size, and it's this size. Kind of wish some places had larger coffee. One thing I will say about Starbucks, they do have large coffees. However, this is some dang tasty coffee. This is just regular drip coffee. This is really, really good, and maybe the hottest cup of coffee I've had in the last month. This thing is like scorchingly hot. I took a sip, and my innards from my chest down to my belly were on fire, just the way I like it. Piping hot. Good job, Koss. I'll just get some larger cups. Nice little fountain here. I see a little placard over there too. Dedicated in December of 2020. Independence Square. Station 45. Fire rescue in Florida was established in 1926. The plaque was dedicated in 2012. Fire trucks would be right behind there. Maitland Fire Rescue Department, Station 45. Says it right there on the sign. Also, downtown Maitland, come together. That's the banner. Nice little fire station. You can always tell when something's a fire station just the way it looks. It's definitely a newer building than some of the older style, but same kind of format, architecture-wise. There's the Maitland Public Library right there. Cute little building. The flag out front, everything. Always like looking at the clouds here as they formulate. That one's starting to get a little darker, so might get some rain as the day goes on. You can always see things in the clouds. That kind of looks like a face. You put like a little eye on it and a little tongue slithering out like a fish opening its mouth to swallow something. It sounds like the fire department is being utilized. A couple blocks is where I parked over here by the library. I can hear the sirens on now. Okay, maybe different emergency services. It's gonna get loud, hold your ears. Hold your ears. Nope, that was fire department. Fire department rescue. All right, downtown Orlando now. Just going down I-4, notice that the Mayor Bob Carr, the Bob Carr Center, I believe it's called. It's named after Mayor Bob Carr, where Elvis performed way back in the day. Last time I was here was with my buddy World and Micah. We came by here. We're talking about how Elvis performed here. And since we were here, they had put up a fence. This place hasn't been open for a while, and now they don't want anyone walking any closer than this. They put this fence up all around the property here at the Bob Carr Performing Arts Center. Interesting. It's probably not looking good for this place reopening then. Got I-4 going by there at a rapid pace. Off in the distance. Part of the city skyline of downtown Orlando. So years ago, this little glass partition was not here. And inside you can see the old portion of the Mayor Bob Carr Theater. Right through there. You can kind of see it. I kind of peek in there and look. It was a little more difficult to see through the glass than I was expecting because of the angle of the window. Yeah, brand new fences around it. That's the best that I could do. I got my hand cupped over it so you don't get the glare as much, but that's the original front of the building before the glass partition was built in front of it like this. Look at this thing, the Swan Shuttle. Look at this thing. This thing is cool. Look at this. Is there a driver in there? No, there's no driver. There's no freaking driver. I think there's just passengers. I don't even know if there's a driver in that thing. The Swan Shuttle by Beep. Wow. Technology advancement. There it is right there. The Swan Shuttle doing a U-turn. Oh, you know what? There is someone in it. Maybe there is someone driving it. I'm confused. I'm facing backwards though. Back on I-4 now. I figure I'll swing in to where? Off the off-ramp. Where the former Holy Land experience used to be. They bulldozed all of it. Do a little update on what they are building here, an Advent Health Hospital complex. Yeah, all of Holy Land's been leveled months ago. What a difference a few months makes. Put the new sign over there. Removed all the big walls here. Construction's still happening. But they have made so much progress. Every single building from that former theme park is gone, and completely new buildings are being constructed. Coming up fast. Change, when it starts happening, moves quickly. It sat empty for a long time. Pretty wild. I covered it in expansive great detail. But it is kind of neat to drive by now that they're building the new place. And since I'm kind of in the same general area, heading back over towards Celebration down I-4, pulled over where the former Mystery Funhouse used to be. Another place I covered in great detail. Caught it as it was closing, went in when it was empty, did follow-ups. Years later, when it just sat here kind of decrepit and falling apart. And now the apartments where Mystery Funhouse used to be are almost done. They're almost completed, and the only real landmark that still looks the same is this silver sculpture back here. It's around the back where it used to be. Ah, progress. So interesting how something will just sit for so long and you think this is going to be here forever, sitting empty. And then one day it's torn down, and then a few months later, this. And since I'm on an update kick, I'll go over here to this area of celebration, back in town now. Island Village. See if anything has developed in the last couple months since I've been over to this section of town. Far end of town. Central Florida's just growing by leaps and bounds, celebration included. There's a whole new section over here. Done a couple food reviews from those chairs before. Been a few months ago. Kind of surprised there's no businesses yet underneath here. So you got some apartments up top there, or condos, and then you got some retail space, which I would have assumed there would have been some stores in here already. Looks like they're ready to roll, but nothing's popped in here yet. Oh, here we go. There's going to be an opening this fall. Scoop homemade ice cream. I guess that might be the first business to pop in over here. That's exciting. To come back over and check that out. There's a Kilwins on Market Street downtown celebration. This is going to be like a secondary downtown. A couple, well, probably 3 miles away from the original downtown. 3 or 4 miles. Probably 3 miles. 2.5, 3 miles. I don't know, something like that. I think last time I came by here there was no floor in this place. Let's see if it's changed at all. Yep, still no floor. Dirt floor for now. Oh, it's warm out. Adam the Woo's Wild Kingdom. Seen some birds? Well, animals today. I'm looking at birds, that's why I was thinking birds, but I've seen a lot of animals today. How you both doing? Doing good? Doing good? That's good. All right, just a casual day, perusing around, checking out some small town goodness, some original roads, some history, some old Florida homesteads, some clouds. Beautiful day. I appreciate you watching. It means a lot to me. Thanks so much for sharing part of your day with me as I share part of my day with you. It's appreciated. Well, that's going to do it for today. I'll see you in the next video. See anything up in these clouds? I love some clouds. Very beautiful. The vlog is over.